Alrighty, hey guys, it's Think Outside the Cube, and I'm here to give you guys a basically like 6-month update on our 2014 Nissan Altima. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. But yes, we have owned the car roughly 6 months, and in those 6 months, we have put almost 14,000 miles on it. So not quite as high miles as our 2013 Ford Fusion we had. We kept that 1 year, and it had over 35,000 miles on it. But as you can see, my father drives a car and drives a car and drives a car. But we purchased this late February, so I just estimated early March. And it's basically been a trouble-free ownership so far. As you can see, this is just a base SV. We do have the mud flaps, body side molding, rear trunk organizer, and stuff like that, just small stuff. But coming to the tires, these are Michelin Primacy MX V4 tires. You only got Michelin's on the SV and above. Below you had Continental Pro Contact tires. These are P215 55 R17, so 17-inch alloy wheels. You can see you have wheel locks up there and stuff like that. Of course, you still have plenty of tread on these things, like no wear or anything. Coming around to the side, there was a really deep door ding that we had. Dad suspects it came from a mall parking lot of all places. But the dealership we bought the car from actually gave free door ding protection for 1 year. And so an unlimited amount of door ding repairs for free for the first year of ownership. So that's Gucci. Coming around to the front, as you can see, minimal bug damage. I am recording this Friday, September 5th. And the car does usually get washed on Sundays, and so as you can see, it's got like a week's worth of buildup of bugs and stuff like that. But we haven't had any issues with rocks chipping the front of the car or the windshield or anything like that. So let's go ahead and jump inside. It's getting kind of windy. But coming inside, you can see we do have the cloth NASA inspired seats. There's 6-way power driver seat, and Dad really likes the seats because, you know, he's sitting for so long for his commute and just driving and such for work. Seats were really important to him, and these were just the most comfortable he has sat in so far. He thought the Fusion seats were kind of narrow and very unsupportive and thin, but these are extremely plush and stuff, and they're holding up really well. As you can see, the power controls. One little minor thing we have is, as you can see, the Altima logo is kind of wearing off, like the stitching, but that's not a problem. I'm sure if we cared enough, we could take that into the dealer and they just give us another floor mat. But as usual, you can start the car by having the key fob inside of the car, putting your foot on the brake and pressing the engine start button. We have had 0 mechanical issues. We did have one issue. The front right suspension, like spring coil, I guess you would call it. It was actually faulty from the factory, and the car would like bottom out over in that corner. And so Dad just brought it to the dealer when we got the oil changed, and they basically just replaced it free of charge. And then another thing was the center console was kind of loose, it was just loose, and so they were able to tighten that up in like 5 minutes. But as you can see, mileage, we're sitting at 13,478 miles. We'll go ahead and pop the hood. Look at the under the hood. You have Nissan's 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder, producing 180 horsepower and 182 pound-feet of torque. I might have those numbers mixed up, but correct numbers will be posted in the annotations. But we've had 0 mechanical issues. We average in the mid-30s, which is extremely well for a family sedan that's driven about 60% in the city. So yeah, no issues whatsoever. We do put regular gas in it, so yeah, we'll go ahead and jump back inside. Okay, so stepping back inside, we'll go ahead and close the door. Ownership of this car has been really well. We haven't had any complaints. I've driven the car. I love it. I actually loved it so much that I was trying to get my hands on a pre-owned 2013 Altima, but I just couldn't find one that wasn't an X rental. They were basically all 2.5S X rentals, and of course I didn't want an X rental. But coming inside, looking at materials, upper door panel is plush soft touch. Then you have a cloth covered padded armrest, chrome door handle, power windows, power locks, and power mirrors up here. You have your panel dim, your trip reset, traction control off, trunk release, and your fuel door and your hood latch. E-brake down there. Sorry about that. Mom interrupted. She wanted to ask me if I had any plans tonight. But moving back to the video, as you can see, steering wheel audio and cruise controls over here, Bluetooth controls on the wheel. You get those on 2.5S and above. Wait, no, you get them on base models. But guess what? Base models don't even have cruise control. So a 2.5 doesn't have cruise control. That is extremely stupid. I mean, like, who even buys the 2.5? But anyway, the steering wheel is leather wrapped. Some people I've actually seen complain about it being like a rougher grained leather. But I've actually read online that the reason it's a rougher grained was to, just like preventative maintenance, to keep it from, getting so soft and so like shiny quicker. I actually like it. It kind of adds a little bit more grip, kind of like the perforated leather steering wheel on my Honda Civic. It's a little cooler, a little, I guess a little different touch. Over here you do have your tap to 3 blinks blinkers and your automatic headlights. Over here you have your variable intermittent speed wipers and such. Coming to your dash, there is a little fitment issue right up here. It's really nitpicky, but as you can see, this doesn't go down all the way. Dad pointed it out, and they said they would have to replace this whole piece, like plastic piece of dashboard, for them to like, because apparently the clip in the dashboard is what's broken. Dad said forget about it, he doesn't care that much. It doesn't bother him. Of course, I would want it to replace, but it's not my car. So dashboard materials, this first upper portion above the gauges over here, all your airbag cover, it's all a plush soft touch. And then up here it does harden up to some cheaper plastics, but it is the same graining. Looking down your center stack, it does have piano black finishing with some silver painted plastic. Coming over here, I have no idea. LOL, what is Dad listening to? But you do get the upgraded head unit on the SV. You can upgrade to navigation if you so wish. Looking at this head unit, it does have a backup camera with guidance lines, but no trajectory. It is AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth audio. There is apps. I mean, it has everything. Dad just basically keeps it on satellite radio, which is Gucci with me. Coming down here, you do have dual zone automatic climate control. You do get that on SV and above models. Coming down here, as you can see, Dad has all of his mints, which I like to come in here and steal. But everything is working fine down here. Dad does plug in his iPod every now and again. Gear shifter, perfectly fine. I do kind of wish this was leather wrapped to match the wheel, but you know, that's nitpicky. Coming down here, just regular pop it and drive, and then S mode does simulate some gear shifts when you floor it. I have tested that out. But by no means, it's not a sports car. As I said, putting it in reverse will display a backup camera. So down here, you can basically see Dad just keeps that place for storage, and he keeps this little thing over his center console just to keep it from getting dirty. Looking in there, as you can see, plenty of space, all holding up really well. As you can see, he has all his old people stuff in there. Passenger seat holding up really well. Look in the glove box. As you can see, the glove box is absolutely cavernous. Dad loves that aspect of the car. I'm looking up here, as you can see, mirror and vanity light, no troubles there. One Honda lover pointed out that these LEDs were cheap, but then in another video he said that the incandescent bulbs Nissan used were cheap. So he just needs to kind of make up his mind and not be so I don't know, biased towards Honda, I guess. But I like these little LED map lights. They look cool to me. You do have sunglass holder. Dad has his sunglasses in there. An automatic dimming rear view mirror is an option. We don't have that. And you do get home link on SL models, which is cool. So let's go ahead and jump into the back seat. Alright, so hopping into the back seat, as you can see, Dad has all of his stuff back here. I actually had a few people ask what he does, and it's frankly none of your business. Let's see. So closing the door. Door materials on the rear doors are the exact same. You do have that soft touch upper door panel, some soft touch padding on the armrest, window control, and your chrome door handle. You do have a speaker and some storage down here. Above that, you do have handles with a little light down here. I do kind of wish they were consistent. They have LEDs up there, but incandescent bulbs back here. Pardon me, but I do wish they carried that through to LEDs. I'm looking back here, sitting behind my 6-foot dad. I have plenty of room, map pocket and stuff like that. It's carved out really well, so you have plenty of knee room, and foot space is plentiful. You can stick your feet under the seat. You do get vents on SL models, no power port though. You do have a passenger seat pocket. Looking at your armrest, it is plush and all that jazz with 2 cup holders. One thing I do agree with people that criticize this car is the little nubs of headrest. They look completely stupid. On a Nissan Versa SV, you get adjustable rear headrest, but yet on an Altima, you have to get an SL, which is completely stupid and uncalled for, frankly. But looking back here, you can see you have a hard plastic, like, trunk lid, I guess this is. I like it better than the fur, mouse fur that like catches bugs and stuff. I would much rather just dust this. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to point out, these parts right here, plush and stitched with cloth, unlike that Volkswagen Jetta I drove, that 2013. So yes, we'll go ahead and go back to the trunk. And I know the Jetta doesn't compete with the Altima. It was just something I wanted to point out. But coming back to the trunk, it basically gets used 24/7. As you can see, Dad has all of his work stuff back here. You do have gooseneck hinges that will crush your cargo. You do have a little release in case Jimmy gets locked in the trunk. And you do have this little sticker right here. You do have gooseneck hinges that will crush your cargo. Can't remember if I said that already. You can look at my initial first review of this car, that and that shows you what's underneath this floor. I'm not taking all of this stuff out. Dad has this computer back here, which probably isn't the best place for it, but you know, whatever. But yes, that is basically it on our 2014 Nissan Altima update video. If you have any more requests you want to see on this car, feel free to leave a comment below. I have started school. I started school about 2 weeks ago, and so I'm getting into that routine. That's why there's a few less videos than before. But you know, that's just the name of the game. School is my priority. So yes, videos will slow down quite a bit, but I will have videos for you guys. I try to upload at least once a week, but there's no promises. But anyways, sorry for rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later.